Welcome back to the second most important matchup of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Agilitas versus Team Coast Blue is underway now. And since SK lost, I5 is moving that much closer to being locked in here. So Agilitas is looking for the chance to get in. Now, they still have a chance. Because SK lost, Team Coast is now locked in for third slot. So we do have Agilitas, SK, and I5 all vying for that fourth slot. Now, the only way SK can still get it is that if I5 gets fourth today and Agilitas gets third or higher, then they would tie. I5 and SK will have the same amount of points and not to fight for their chance for fourth slot later. But if I5 gets more than third slot, SK has no chance, but Agilitas does have a chance to get into fourth slot, possibly if they win here and move on, and I believe get second or more. So they have a lot of chances, but this match right here is Agilitas' chance because Team Coast is locked in, but Agilitas wants that fourth slot, so they move on to the grand finals. They're pretty much set to go.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty much set to go if they can do this. So we're going to see this one. Agilitas on the left-hand side of your screen. Now, Agilitas are one of these teams that everyone seems to have wrote off, Drybear. We were discussing them for weeks. They won a tournament. And then this week in the pre-show, when people were talking about which teams could go, everyone forgot about Agilitas. And the likes of Zindern and Pretty Prime on that team, and Kanye Life and Confrey and Traxia, how could you forget those names? Those guys put on performances week after week. They're not out of this race at all. They're still in the mix. And if they can beat Team Coast here, then you'll see the next round is going to be crazy in the semis. It's going to go mental.
So we do see Giannis, Kumba, Aphrodite, and Artemis all banned out here. Ram and Osiris locked in the top right corner of the screen. On the other side, we have Thor locked in first pick. It's going to be Habwa locked in immediately, and then Apollo locked in immediately. So Agilitas knows exactly what they want. Thor is a great choice. Zindern, that's his best character. You want your jungler to play to the top level that he possibly can, and you're going to get that by allowing him to play Thor. Habwa, fantastic character to have, but across the way, once that Habwa is locked in, they got Loki.
Oh, Team Coast team there, that looks revolting. I can't even. Team Coast team there, Rama, Osiris, and Loki on the same team.
Right.
Ew. If you saw that be locked in,
right?
I might even dodge a rank game if that was the enemy team. You know?
Whoa!
I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I've never dodged before.
Hindu man confirmed.
Never dodged
ranked
before.
Dodger, ladies
Never
and gentlemen.
dodged
Just spin the tie. They'll
Never
forget
dodged.
about it.
Okay.
They'll forget it. There you go. See? Now they don't know who you
I was sorry.
are
I was
anymore.
too warm.
They're just
I was too
confused.
warm. Excited. Just
like
look at
dangling
the-
keys in front of a child. They just get distracted.
Yeah.
So
shiny.
Loki, Osiris locked in, Ram locked in as well. Osiris, a character that Ninja Bobat doesn't play as effectively as other characters, but it looks like he's just going to go down that road and just wants to pick up that big character. Now the next bands come through. Looks like it's going to be Ra as well as Athena locked in. No, realize that they don't have a support on the right side of the screen. Athena's going to be a great ban out. Kumbhakarna is banned already, so that forces them into other choices. There's still Bacchus, there's still Geb, there's still a lot of great choices. They're going to go with Geb, though, right off the bat, not wanting the enemy team to pick up a support, realizing that two supports are banned, and there's no support picked up on Agilitas, but we do have Kanye Life, who loves Emir. And we also know that Pretty Prime likes, oh, please do it.
Vulcan. Really? Wow, Agilitas bringing out the crazy shenanigans. I mean, for Vulcan and Habwa on the same team with Thor to dunk down with the stuns, and you've got the Frost coming out from Ymir. And then on top of that, you got Apollo split push and then dunking down with the across the sky. Ooh, this game's going to be tasty, Drybear. I ain't going to dodge this one, I promise.
Agni is going to be locked in here for Team Coast, I imagine.
Agni.
Yeah, there goes the lock there. So very well-rounded for Coast. They have a lot of burst, but also a lot of CC. They have good support from Geb. That shield's going to make a big difference, especially with Habwa and Thor lurking around. Vulcan's going to be there as well. Emir, played by Kanye, we know he just rushes boots and tries to initiate as much as he can.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That aggressiveness from Kanye is going to mean that Loki's going to have a little bit of trouble dealing with it, trying to initiate on characters like Apollo, like Thor, like Habwa, or even Vulcan, realistically. Now, look at the lineup here. There's not really a very tanky person other than Emir on Agilitas. So they have to be very careful with how they do things. Now, granted, they do have a lot of CC. They have the knockup from Habwa. They have the knockup from Vulcan. They have two knockups from Apollo. They have Thor with a double stun. They have Emir with the stun, the slow, the wall, and the slow as well afterwards. So a lot of CC from Agilitas, and they're really going to have to look for Loki. If Agilitas can effectively control Loki, they can win this match. I do believe they can.
They've got to keep an eye on Osiris. Ninja Bobat is going to be playing Osiris in the jungle. And when you've got Habwa in the solo lane and Vulcan in the mid lane, Drybear, they're very short-range gods overall. They want to get in the face. And if Osiris can tether them and cause them into a bad situation, he's going to reduce the damage they've done with the tether, but also be able to continue chasing and look to put pressure on. So they've got two targets there, I feel, overall. And if they manage to get away with the barest amount of health, Shaggy Shank is playing Ram. And everyone talks about how good Shaggy Shank is on the likes of someone like Rom, which is also very auto attack focused. You know, could be interesting. This is going to be a big match. This one, I'm really excited.
So again, to reiterate, Team Coast Blue is locked in for third slot. They're not fighting for anything anymore other than this week's prize money. They are ready to go. Agilitas, though, is fighting so desperately hard for that 4th seed slot. They're currently 6th seed. The top 4 teams go to the regional and are guaranteed to be into the Smite Pro League. Agilitas wants it. They want it so very bad, and today is their day to shine. They have to win this match if they're going to get anything today. They want to win, and so we're going to cut to a brief break and find out what happens here between Agilitas and Team Coast Blue. As that little tie will signalize, we're going to be loading into the match, and we'll be right back.
Here we go.
Welcome back, everyone, to the deciding match of today. Agilitas versus Team Coast, 6th seed versus 3rd seed. Team Coast Blue is locked in for the 3rd slot. They are going to the $50,000 regional to end off the regional qualifiers. Agilitas is still on the choppy block, 6th seed today, and they're looking for that 4th seed slot. Of course, the top 4 teams of the regional qualifiers will be moving on into the regional events, and that's what Agilitas wants today. Team Coast is running up the left side of the map. Looks like Agilitas is going to meet them, but not as many numbers, 3 versus 5. Princess Tomato still pushing up here. Ward on the ground it goes. It looks like another one's going to come out here in towards the mid area, and there it is. Great start from both teams. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens from this one. This is going to be crazy on the table right now. So you can see Agilitas coming out from the left-hand side early, looking for an opportunity. Didn't find one, though. And already Apollo and Yume running down this left-hand lane drive. They're looking for an invade on the blue buff at the start of this game. This is tricksy from Agilitas. A bit of cheesy start coming out here. And this is the sort of time you want to do it. If you're going to do it, nope, they're just going to place a ward. Better decision overall. I mean, if you make the mistake of invading, it doesn't go well. You're going to put yourself behind early, possibly throw the game from there.
It's rough. It's a rough start here. I'm looking for it to turn into a barn burner, though, because I want to know.
Barns will be burned this weekend.
Yeah, barns will be burned.
All over Europe.
Again.
Oh, aggression from Kanye, looking to steal away this camp in the middle. Got to do it as well.
Nice.
There we go.
Again, let's take a small moment to have a brief moment of silence for the end of the jungle pot meta.
Not over.
It's over.
Not over.
It is over.
Not over.
This pot you see on Zinder right now is going away. It's never coming back.
We'll see at the start of
Same thing on Bobat. He's got a pot that's going away. It's never coming back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Aggression from Shaggy on the left-hand side, though, looking, rolls in there, applies the cripple, putting the pressure on after hitting level 2 just over Atraxia. Even though Atraxia got to that mid-camp and got the experience from that, they didn't take the blue buff, Dry Bear. The delay in starting this blue.
Yeah, it's a little rough, and at the same point, Shaggy Shank gave the blue buff to Princess Tomato, as most ROMs do, because Astrolator requires no mana. He can just sit in lane and push. Frost Breath on Princess Tomato to slow him down here. Good push from Atraxia. They're taking some shots from the minions, actually, as Shaggy pushes this one up. Tomato's going to back off just a bit. Right side, some harassment coming out from the side of Team Coast Blue, as Confrey and Zinder are having trouble dealing with it. Ninja Bobat got that flail on top. Confrey already at half HP. Now, Confrey did rush up a breastplate, getting extra physical power, knowing that he's up against Loki, which means the physical power, or physical protection, I'm sorry, is going to do much more than him than it ever would, but also is up against a physical jungler. There goes the aim strike, the volley, there goes the hit. Confrey dropping low, Bobat dropping low, but they have the minion advantage.
The one difference as well is the fact that in lane right now, because Comfrey went for that breastplate start, he's got no potions available to him. And in doing so, that if he gets dropped low, Dry Bear, they've got to be very, very careful about, you know, they're going to try and focus him in the lane. But already you're going to see Bobat rotating out of the lane into his own jungle now, as is Zinder, and the rotations from junglers will start paying off, and we'll start seeing them hit level 5 and look for the ganks.
Push up the lane here is going to be pretty prime on Vulcan. It's going to come out. Gonna follow up here. Left side looks like they push up. Pretty prime take a lot of Kanye Life taking a lot of harassment here. It looks like Shaggy Shank is full on HP, full on mana, as is the power of Rom. Gonna clear on through. Looking for the follow-up. There goes the activation of the steroid, doing a few more shots in. Right side, Hobble forced away. That decoy might get the kill here, just barely avoided as the tower does damage. Variety jumping in with that ultimate. As soon as Assassinate was available, he went straight for it. Confrey's gonna force home here, as it looks like Variety's gonna clear out the wave.
But the moment we're going to see the blue buff finally being taken by Agilitas on the left-hand side by Atraxia, Kanye Life. And Zinder's actually going to get a bit of experience from that too, which will help him on his progression to level 5. He should get 5 now off that experience camp at the back, which he's going to. So keep an eye out for those Thor dunks, which will come through sooner rather than later.
The back harpies, make sure everything is good to go on that front. Apollo is here. Look for the clear on the wave on the left side. it up all the way. Look at that position. Looks like Variety. Variety's gonna be rushing that Heartseeker. Now, the biggest thing about
how could you be sleeping on a time like this, Driver?
It's Kumba. He's just infectious.
He is. He is, but he's not in the game.
Exactly. Because he's sleeping right now. He's snoozing. Looks like Variety's gonna be going for the Heartseeker. Now, the biggest thing. Oh, Blinken with the mid lane. Look for the follow. There's the Frost Breath, Earthbreak, Earthshaker gonna come through here. Gonna hit the dunk for Thor. Princess Samira trouble. There goes the damage. Ninja Boa jumps in. Ataraxia is on top there. There goes the follow up. He's gonna try and get away from this one, but he's got nowhere to go. The slow, the stun actually landed there, getting two of them. He will be able to escape this time around. A beautiful initiation from Agilitas. We're going to get first blood here. Shaggy Shake will defend his teammate, but back to what I was originally saying, Variety's going to be picking up this Heartseeker here, and this is not so much for the damage as it is about the movement speed, I should say. Loki just loves movement speed.
Yeah, and also he would get the stacks from that as well, just to increase his damage and looking for the pressure when he gets the assassinate going. When that's fully stacked, he can do the rotations and look for the kills to try and pick up in mid lane or the jungle rotations. But that small kill at the start of the game will give a small leading goal to Agilitas, but he's already been cut down already by Coast right now. So we'll see as this one continues whether that will make a big impact. But it was only Geb at the end of the day, and the XP camp in that middle left-hand side did go in the way of Coast. So all's kind of still square, even though that first blood looked amazing.
Oh, it did. It definitely did. And that's what you're looking for, right? You want to have as much control of the early game as you can. And if you ever lose a kill to somebody, you want to make sure that you gain something for it. That's the biggest thing about early kills. Sometimes it takes a lot of manpower, a lot of presence, a lot of power to come through together and get the kill, which means you're exposing a lane somewhere. If your solo rotates or if your dual lane rotates, that means that the hunter that's by himself can push effectively. It means the mid can steal a mid camp. There's always an opportunity for every downside in Smite, and that's why we love the game so much. As it stands right now, it looks like Agilitas is actually ahead in the gold farm as it stands. But no, not going to go.
Boba just going to force a reset, actually going to hit a wall, and there's some damage coming from Boba. Variety's there as well. Crushing wave hits. Boba's in trouble, has to use Lord of the Afterlife to get away, but Willie, wet papers on the ground, speeding up Zindan. On the backside of that, Variety's in a bit of trouble as well from Pretty Prime and Kanye Life all the way over here. Thought to the sky, which target is he going to go for? He goes for Bobat, doesn't find it. Straight away, Carino rotates over. Great stun. Bobat lives for now. Shocking he lived.
Apollo's coming over. Apollo wants it. Oh, nice dash there to land on the fire. Actually takes some burn damage there as Agni goes on home. Bobat is
He's still alive.
He's just going.
What? How
he's just hanging out. He's doing a little spin move in the back, and he's A-okay.
That is huge for them. Now, on top of that, though, as well, we saw Atraxia rotate over on that Apollo, and he's not going to find much for it, and Shaggy Shank's going to get a free tower wave pushed all the way in there. So Apollo might lose a little bit of experience because of that dry, as well as he can try and pick off a Atraxia trying to rotate back, but choosing not to. Not going to ward to get the vision.
Darren's going to clear out the blue buff here, finally able to pick this one up. On his way over is going to be Confer. He's going to grab that one, get the movement, or get the mana regeneration as well as the CDR you get from that blue buff. And need it here in the lane, as it looks like Variety's doing very, very well for himself. 3,500 gold in favor of Confer across the way. Variety is boasting 3,800. It's about a 300 gold differential between the two, even though no kills have been netted in the solo lane.
That fight,
holding on.
Just remember that fight a minute ago, Drybear. All that engage, all that low health HP people, nobody died in that fight. That is ridiculous. That shows how good these players are, that they can live with the barest scrapes of HP and get themselves out of trouble that they find themselves in. Such high levels of plays. We see Loki going aggressive on Confer in the right-hand lane. And this lane overall is really, really even between a Hobwa and a Loki. Like, it's so backwards and forwards. Either one of them can take an advantage. It's all skill dependent and making sure you get the damage off. And that's one of the best things about that solo lane right now, that Hobwa was picked into a Loki there. He was like, okay, I want to take on the fight of the skill matchup, as Kanye blinks in, gets the freeze off, looking for some damage on Bobat once again. Lord of the Afterlife used to disengage as Cinder ducks down.
In the fight, looking for follow-up. There's the dunk. The stem damage is going to be there. Princess is going to roll on out. It's very helpful to be able to turn to a spaceship when you're in trouble, and that's exactly what Princess is able to do. Yeah, when in doubt, spaceship out. I mean, that's exactly what you got to do. I mean, that's what I do when I'm in trouble. I mean, you know.
I do it all the time. Like my bow tie, I have a bow tie that completely turns into a spaceship whenever I need it to, just to get me out of problems. I just ride it. I just jump on the back of it and like, we're off. And it just basically
great, man.
Does that. But on the left-hand side, it was pretty cheap. I don't know how to convert into silly money because, you know, you guys have Monopoly money and things like that, but in real money, it was pretty cheap.
Confer the right side is going to push on this lane here as Variety goes on home. Looks like the Devourer's Gauntlets are done for both hunters. It stands right now. There goes the Heart Seeker, and be picked up by Variety, completed now. And we're stacking that one up. Looks like he's all set to go on that. Actually, probably pretty close to getting it all the way stacked up entirely. Looking at the numbers right now, you can see that there's a slight gold lead and a slight experience lead for Team Coast, but it's not really anything to write home about. Left side, though, might be followed, but good roll away. Zinder does not have any ultimate to initiate on that one. Of course, he does have the roll away. Rom is also holding on to, it looks like, no actives. Very minimal actives in this game so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's very passive game in a weird way. I mean, so both teams trying to be aggressive, but they're not finding anything from it, Dryber, which means that overall both teams having to play, looking to continue their itemization builds. No team has an advantage, so you generally build actives when you're starting to fall behind in the lane.
Right, exactly right. Side, Hunter versus Hunter. Some shots coming through here. Shaggy Shank's going to get a little bit of damage on Ataraxia, but Ataraxia is going to be the better end of this. Looking at the damage dealt so far, top damage is going to go to Vulcan on Pretty Prime on the side of Agilitas. On the side of Team Coast Blue, it's going to be Loki, actually. Variety hitting a lot of harassment here on that Habwa. Habwa is just getting abused left and right.
Oh, Fall's going up.
Oh,
is it going down?
Going to miss it, though. Good Earth Shaker. Gonna hit there on Princess Tomato. Rotation coming out from Ninja Bobat. Low on Zinder, but they can't get it. Ultimate. Gonna hit.
Oh, the afterlife!
Kill. The wall's out. Frost Breath on Ninja Bobat. Gonna force him back here. He's gonna disengage entirely. Corneo's in the fight, looking for the hit. Rom, 1, 2, 3. Gonna hit it. Needs a flail. They're gonna get it. That was a fully marksman shot ultimate. They're going to get the ultimate there from Rom. They're going to get the shot from Osiris. They're going to get the kill on Kanye. And now they know there's no hog, and they're free to do this.
I mean, that was a big call as well. Oh, Shaggy could get caught out. There's the turrets being dropped down. But once again, Carino going to get some aggression onto Atraxia. Variety rotating all the way over, looking for a kill. Is he going to be able to fight when he's not? But the zone is good enough that he's created so that Coast can get the Gold Fury. But if you notice, Dryber, when Ninja Bobat went to the sky with that Astral Barrage, he focused the support. He had opportunities for other targets, but chose the support so they could get the Gold Fury for free if they made that play. And it worked out great for them.
Yeah, very smart choice from Team Coast. It's exactly what you expect from a team like Team Coast. They picked up their sponsor for a reason, and that's what they're going to get here. So with the Gold Fury going down, they're going to be up 2,600 golden lead, 36,000 or 3,600 experience as well. The buffs are spawning on the bottom side of the map. The blue buff is still standing for it. Variety's going to go solo up for himself. As far as the itemization goes, we see the boots being finished up by Corino. Shoes of the Magi for penetration. Looks like chin size is almost done for Ninja Bobat as well. Going to make him that much more effective. He is a in-hand based warrior, and that's exactly what he's going to accomplish with that chin size pickup. Pretty Prime's about to finish off his Bancroft's Talon, which is going to be a great choice. Going to take a lot of harassment from Agni, a lot of harassment from Loki, a lot of harassment from Osiris and Rom, really. And so having that Bancroft's Talon allows him to heal himself back up, but also allows him to do a little bit more. Thor's up in the air, going to look for a follow-up here on the right side of the map. Going to find Loki on the backside. There's an ultimate just in time. Good play there.
Was a good timing from Variety there. He waited for the last opportunity. Gets out of bad trouble for himself there overall. I mean, the one thing about Zindan right now, he's looking for the aggression over and over again. He's looking for the dunks, but 2 out of the 3 that I've seen him land so far have been on Tomato, and it's not really paid off. As mid lane, we saw Kanye blinking in for Carino, but Carino's reaction time there was amazing. Oh no! Solo! Sorry, not a solo kill, because Shaggy Shank was having the support of Tomato, and there's the ult paying off, and they're going to get some free tower pressure on left here. But the rotation is going to save the day, actually, by the looks of it.
Support still available. Gold Fury is not around. There goes a slow coming out from Shaggy Shank. Good dash, avoiding the stun. Not going to get it, though. Beats immediately, though. Just on top.
Kanye's in trouble here.
Stun, damage. Vulcan ult going to do damage to 3. Corneo almost going down to the damage of Vulcan. That was a medium damage ultimate in the mid lane. Right side, Comfrey in trouble. Just needs one shot. Just a single hit. Needs to go for it.
Oh, the plays! The plays!
The plays! Here's Variety. Needs a knockup. Get the slow, the plays! He's gonna get 2! Can he get it? The kill on Variety, the minions, the tower. It's gonna be a double kill for Godfrey with nowhere to go, with no teammates around, with no hope. Godfrey gets a 2-for-1 exchange in his own lane with no health left. Hashtag Godfrey, give it up in chat. He deserves your respect. What a play.
Are you serious? Like, this shows that Agilitas are really... Comfrey's here to play, at least. Like the rest of the team, we're still going to find out. But Comfrey's like, boys, I'm going to put you on my back, and we're going. We're going through to the next round. I'm going to pull out a 2v1. Zindan's going to the sky. Can he make something happen?
Looking for something, but no range. They're going to follow up here. purification. I'm sorry, the CC immunity is already up there on Geb. Left side, Apollo is defending the lane the best he can. Kanye is looking for some initiation here, trying to control the fight. Cornio is going to be going for Book of Thoth, it looks like. Harassment left side. Frostbite not going to land. Nothing to be gained there. Sprint from Shaggy. There's a wall. Slow from through the wall.
Keep going. The slow. Keep going.
Can he get it? He's going for it.
Going up to the sky.
Still going for it. 1, 2, 3. Gonna miss there. Now falling to Thor. There's a stun. He's got no roll.
Good shield.
Come up full now. He's got the roll available now if he wants to go for it. Shaggy Shane dropping it pretty low. Turns around slow. Vulcan's here. Look for the Vulcan ultimate. Does he go for it? There goes the ult. Gonna land it on Geb. Very low. One shot from the hammer is gonna take him out here. Cornio is on his way over. Great rotation from Agilitas. 5-4 here. 2,900 gold in lead. They previously were at 4K, looking much, much better. Agilitas is slowing the gain that Coast had, and it's looking that much better.
It is looking better, and that was a big rotation, pretty prime, honestly, to pick up Princess Tomato as well there. I mean, Carino was very late on that rotation overall, and that's what paid dividends for Agilitas there, and allows them to start closing this golden experience gap, which is still, guys, in favor of Team Coast quite considerably as well. 3,000 gold, 5,000 experience, so Coast still in commanding lead, but signs of life out of Agilitas, signs they've come to try and get to this land today.
The LAN is where they want to be, and it's so much more than that. They get locked into the Pro League. They get more money. They have a chance at $50,000 total. I mean, there's just so much here, and realistically, there's still chances, right? Because if you can't make it here, you have a chance to do the play-in for the Pro.
Oh, Shaggy.
Left side. Shaggy in trouble.
Down here.
Trying to sprint,
the roll was
Geb's
good.
Here. Geb with the slow, turning around the fight. Shaggy's still alive. There's the Geb control. Oh, Cyrus is here. Apollo's from there. And he looks at the dunk.
Low, but Thor's up. For it.
Thor's ready for the dunk as well. Can he follow a dunk on Princess Tomato? I don't know why he's going for Princess Tomato.
Now Atraxi's going to go down, or is he? He's going to dodge out, but Ninja Bobat's quite a lot of the afterlife into 3 members. Zinder gets dropped low. Shield from Geb going to help out. And now Zinder spins to win, looking for Bobat. As we see the members start dropping, there's the Vulcan ultimate. Pretty Prime going to secure that one, but Carino gets Zindered on the backside. It's a 1-for-1 so far. How did this one go that way?
Ram's got an ult. Does he go for it? Can he go for it?
Is someone
Does Ram go for it?
He's going. He's going.
He's going for it.
One hits.
Shot.
2 hits.
Ooh, wow.
Doesn't need the third.
Shaggy Shank, the champion of Earth, coming out here with a beautiful shot from the Astral Barrage, from the heavens rain down on top, and Kanye's going to go down there. I'm very curious as to why Zinder continues to go for Prince Tomato in every fight.
I'm not sure what that one was there overall. I guess he expected him to juke back. I'm not.
He could have killed Shaggy Shank immediately. He had the distance. He could have just killed Shaggy Shank.
He could have killed Shaggy Shank. I'm not 100% sure what was going through his mind. Maybe he thought he was going to rotate back on himself. That's the only thing that went through my head there. Princess Tomato got kind of lucky there as well, because when he went in to help out Shaggy Shank, he actually shielded himself by mistake, which was a bit of a misplay, but paid off. But now Agilitas now here, Dry Bear, looking for a very fast goal fury. It is warded though, so the whole team of Coast know this, but can they defend?
They didn't counter ward either. Looking for a follow up here. There goes initiation. Geb's got it.
Cataclysm.
The hit. Zinder's gonna go down. There's the damage. He Coast with the gold fury. It's a 2-kill. Ataraxia's down already. Confrey in the backside looking for follow up here. Gonna follow up on Kanye here. Corneo's dropping low. Kanye wants to swing. The big hammer is coming out. Needs some more damage. Needs something on the bomb. The stun. Hobwa's there. Corneo goes down. Pretty Prime's down as well. There's the follow up. Then Loki's on top of Hobwa. He just aimed at the block from the decoy. He blocked him with the decoy. He's got nowhere to go. They got the gold fury. They got a 4-for-3. Kanye is running for his life.
Wow.
Can he get away here? He said something very mean to Kim, and she is pissed, and he is just going to the back end here. Where's he going to go? Running through the jungle. There's a fall. The dash from Shaggy. He's keeping up. He doesn't have the movement speed. Up in there. Here it is. One
misses.
2
misses.
Kanye with the jukes. With the jukes.
He finds the third hit, though, and Variety's in the area now, and the wall's going to put down to preemptively. Kanye's just wasting time here. Breath, beads, death.
That's it.
That's the end. That was technically a delayed deicide there coming out for Team Coast, as well as the Gold Fury, which Agilitas went aggressive for. There was a ward placed down. Great play from Tomato, though. He blinked in, he cataclysmed, and he also got the Gold Fury, which is the most important thing in that. On top of that, now right-hand side, Zinder's trying to defend a tower from 2 members pushing this side in.
Right side is going to be defended. Variety is going to go over here, but level 12 versus level 17. Zinder doesn't stand a chance. Loki, if his ultimate comes up, he's just not looking good. Zinder needs to use the hammer to teleport through the wall, unfortunately. Needs a backfire, and Variety needs something. The backfire is going to miss, unfortunately. Can't get Variety. Pretty Prime a little bit late to the party here. Agilitas is now scrambling. Oh, the blink in. Can he find it? Blink for
Blink
the
in
spam.
response.
Actually, didn't put him in combat, unfortunately.
He missed the auto attack.
Didn't hit the auto attack to put him in combat, and that is all she wrote here. Mid tower's being pressured by Coronio. It looks like Team Coast Blue getting better and better by the second. 6,000 golden lead, 10,000 experience as well. Things are looking sharp.
Left-hand side, Shaggy's trying to chip down this tower with the last remaining minute. He's going to back out for now, but that tower's on its last legs, as is mid, as you just said. As Carino chose not to rotate there, good decision from him to put tower pressure on instead. Kanye couldn't really do much to defend it, so all these outer towers now for Agilitas are on their last legs, Drybear, and sooner rather than later, they're going to have to start warding deeper and watching the position a little bit more, now that they're not going to have those towers to fall back to.
Book is done for Coronio. He's looking for that Bancroft's talent. Going to give him a little bit more life steal. We do see the Jotun's Wrath picked up by Variety. He's got the penetration. He's got the CDR. He's got the physical power. He's looking great for himself across the way. Pretty prime. Is he going for Soul Reliquary, or is he getting a book third, is my question. If he gets the book now and his team is this far behind, I don't know if that's the greatest choice. It's going to give him a lot of damage, but he may not have the opportunity to sit back and farm. He's going to have to be very adamant about defending objectives and getting on towers more. It's going to be rough. I mean, and then again, you make the choice that is Soul Reaver the right choice here for itemization. It's a tough choice to make, but we'll see what
he's going to get caught.
On top.
He's going to get caught. The beads, his force assassinates down. Tomato zoning out, and he's still alive, but Lord of the Afterlife going to secure it for now as Carino comes in. And you can see the aggression as Kanye life is getting very low. He's going to drop down to Boba, and now Comfrey's going to run. Crushing wave on cooldown. Blink from Tomato to zone to make sure he keeps his Indered away, but Comfrey's doing his best. He's trying to survive once more. Not going to find a kill this time as a double goes to Boba, and that was another big pickup for Coast.
Confrey is just the shining ray of hope here for Agilitas. Apollo was not in that fight, chose to fight for the Tier 1 tower on the left side. Tier 1 tower is worth 500 gold, but realistically, the team fight was over before he even got there. Even if he ulted early, he would have arrived to an ended team fight, so he's just getting the best that he can out of it. 500 gold now netted for that Tier 1 tower on the left side, but more map control on the side of the Gold Fury as Zinder comes through trying to clear out the mid lane. Gold Fury will be respawning in just about a minute or so. Apollo on the left side being forced away by Shaggy. Shaggy now forced to dash away himself. He actually ulted. He got so flustered that he just ulted. I'm not sure what he decided to do there, but I guess he was thinking there was a rotation coming out, even though he did have wards all along
He's going to backdoor this tower here. Look how strong he feels right now able to do this one. Take that one down the left-hand side, give himself some global gold, as well as obviously even up that left-hand side now, so both teams on the left not going to have a tower to fall back to for that one. Right-hand side mid-camp spawning soon, though, and by the looks of positioning, Coast should be the ones to take that.
The Amir coming through the jungle here. Look for an opportunity to blink in and initiate on somebody, but no one is available. Gold 3 will be respawning. Shaggy Shank could actually solo it right now with the way he is, so we'll see if he decides to go for it. I mean, if Agilitas commits too hard to the right side of the map, he might just end up committing to the Gold 3 himself or waiting for a rotation from his team to finish it off. The Fire Giant is available. If Agilitas makes any small mistakes here, they're just going to rush down the Fire Giant. There's a rotation coming out from Tomato, going to find them with that Gap spaceship. Looks like Ninja Boba and Variety are both going for a Titan's Bane next, just doing full penetration, which means characters like Confrey, who rushed that early physical protection, are going to have that nullified to a sense and also lose out on the damage output. He also went for Book himself, it seems, so he's going to be holding on to that. Soul Reliquary up to Soul Trap, not picked up for Pretty Prime. We'll see if he decides to go for Book or if he decides to go for Soul Reaver. The question is, will it be worth it?
We'll find out as Confrey's going to rotate in here for the red buff. They're going to give it over to Confrey as well, which I think is a great decision from Agilitas here. Confrey seems to be the one on form today. They're going to look for Carino, but left-hand side, Bobat's fighting off against Atrax here as Carino gets dropped very low, and he's going to try and run away. There's the ultimate. Is he going to do anything? Juke's out, but Zinder's up. He's going to look for a dunk. Is he going to find it? No, he's not. He finds out to Tomato, and now Zinder's in trouble. Has to use the hammer away. Lord of the Afterlife onto him. He's going to go down. Apollo dunking down. The aggression still coming out.
Confrey very low. Rom ultimate one shot. Gonna miss the last one. Bobat wants the flail. Gonna get Confrey going down. Bobat going on top of Adorax. He's gonna go down there as well. Now 5 players still stand for Team Coast. The only one left standing is Kanye. I'm sure he would prefer that, but certainly his team would not. Kanye gonna drop down the left side here. Great wall. Decoy. Vanish. Does he want it? I would go for this as Loki. Good avoidance of the slow. Looking for the fall. Taking the tower. Why is he taking the tower? There's the flail. He's just baiting it out.
He was waiting for Bobat.
The Bobat in the back. Dead Phoenix going to fall down here. They can't go for the Titans, but they certainly can go for a Fire Giant or Gold Theory, depending on what they want. A big victory for Team Coast, 21-9, 11.6k gold in the lead, 20,000 experience in the lead. it's not looking good for Agilitas.
It's not. I mean, now you're going to see Coast rotate over to Godfury, take this one down, immediately back to base and start sieging up the Fire Giant now, Drybear, because they've got the opportunity. The Phoenix minions going to continue to push in middle lane. Someone's going to defend that. And then the way these team fights are going as well, Coast are playing them fantastically. Honestly, they're doing a great job of getting in and out when problems arise. They survive. At the same time, Agilitas are just not being able to secure these kills when they get people low enough.
They're really not. That's the hard part, right? Is that, you know, they have to make this choice because they're up against characters like Loki, like Rom, like Agni that just do so much damage in single amounts of time that they have to buy some kind of defense. You're going to see a Magi's Blessing being picked up by Thor. You already see, of course, the Breastplate of Valor picked up by Confrey. You realize that they have to do something. It looks like Pretty Prime ended up going for the Book here. Now, Book is a good choice in general, but at this point, you know, when you're sitting currently 12,000 gold behind and you just finished your Book, you're not going to really have a chance to max that out because you have to defend.
Oh my goodness,
come on, Vulcan forced him away. There goes a fall-off. There's a damage. Earthshaker on the ground. You're damaged here, but not enough. Vulcan's just not doing the damage here. Thordog is going to miss, actually, as the crushing goes through. Pablo getting low there. The Thor, Apollo's going to come from above, but Confrey's already dead. There goes the kill. Zinder going to drop down as well. Will he be able to survive, Rom? One shot. There goes Zinder going down. Two shots there. All Atarax in the back. Back down they go. Will they go for Fire Giant? Will they go for the Titan? They can go for the Phoenix. They can end this game right here, right now. It's up to Ataraxia and Kanye if they can defend the Titan. The Phoenix will fall. They can even go for the Phoenix and then back up into the Fire Giant. They have so many opportunities in front of them. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Or possibly even go to the left side and push down that tower and look for another Phoenix here. Nope, that's Fire Giant.
Go for the Fire Gen. They've got two Phoenixes down. Fire minions in middle means they've got to defend that one coming in as well. So not enough members going to be able to try and contest this one. Look at the HP bars as well. They're healthy enough to go straight for this as well. It's not a big issue for them. And then they can just push down left, end the game out. Coast are looking great this week, Drybear. And it's about time we start seeing it again from Team Coast, you know? They kind of fell off in the last couple of weeks, to be fair. But this week they've come out to play and it's a great time to do it, especially now that Land's around the corner.
So Team Coast is locked in, of course. This win just means that it's that much more impossible for Agilitas. If Agilitas gets knocked out here, they have no chance of making it into the fourth slot. And, of course, the only difference moving forward if Coast wins this match is whether or not I-5 gets fourth or third, or possibly first or second. I mean, realistically, the only way the lineup would change here from what we have if Coast wins this match is if I-5 gets fourth today, because that means that SK and I-5 will tie in the seeding points, and then we'll have a chance for that. But if Agilitas loses here, they have no chance of making it in. Their chance is going away with this victory here with Team Coast. I mean, currently they're sitting 16,000 gold ahead. They're currently sitting 24,000 experience ahead, and Agilitas, they got to make a move. I mean, the hard part about this is that they're at 25 minutes, and their support just finished Sovereignty. They're that far behind. It is so hard to deal with this. The Rod is now done on Agni. You've got the Jotuns finished on Bobat. It's really,
finds a
really
solo kill as well. I mean, left-hand side tower's going to drop. Agilitas can't really contest this as well, Drybear. They're trying to hold out some hope that they've got to fight. They're going to have to fight here in a 4v5 situation against a Fire Giant team with only one Phoenix standing. Can they make anything of it? The wall goes down, the damage in, but Princess hasn't having none of it, forcing beads on two as the Cataclysm comes out. Lord of the Afterlife from Ninja Bobat looking for some extra aggression. The Phoenix drops down, and now all three are dropped. The whole team are focusing on Ninja Bobat as the rest of the team start pushing on the Titan. This is looking over. It looks like Agilitas won't be making it to the land, Drybear. Their time comes to an end here for this one, but really well played by Coast. And they're going to move on and guarantee 100% that they're definitely going to land, and they're looking like contenders for it as well right now.
Yeah, Coast is the third slot, just showing their stuff today to see how good they can be. Again, Agilitas is now no chance to make it into the top four slots, to make it to the regional LAN. The only difference today is going to be whether or not I-5 places fourth or not. If they place fourth, then I-5 and SK will tie, and SK will still get their chance to make it back in to the top four. But if Agilitas goes, if I-5 goes third up through first, then we have our top four teams locked in for today. But look at that match. I mean, Coast looked so sharp. 20,000 gold in the lead at the end there, looking so very sharp. And, you know, it seemed like Agilitas had a lot of momentum going into this week, but it all crumbled here when Coast kind of met them pound for pound in that matchup there. A lot of major mistakes, you know, a lot of hard focusing on the support I saw, too many initiations on Princess Tomato that ended up not even allowing Princess Tomato to die. I mean, it's never a good idea to focus the support so heavily. Ninja Bobat was left alone too much. In fact, Shaggy Shank was left alone too much for any hunter for it to be comfortable for Agilitas. I mean, 7-0 and 10. It's not Rom. Look at the numbers right now as far as how things went. Look at the damage taken. Rom ended up taking, 13,000 in that 26-minute match.
Yeah, I mean,
he
he
was so low.
Shaggy played it really well.
Pressured.
Shaggy played it really well. But now, guys, what we're going to be seeing next is going to be i5 versus Cloud9. Now, what we're going to see from this, if you are an SK fan, you are hoping that i5 throw 3 games in a row. That's basically what you're hoping for here. i5 need to lose against Cloud9 in this next match. They then need to come fourth and lose the third place bracket, and then they have to face SK and lose that game for SK to advance. Now i5 just needs to win one of these 3 games to advance, and first game up for them is going to be Cloud9. Now Cloud9, Drybear, are not going to take it easy this week because Cloud9 want to prove they are the first seed of Europe. They're not going to go easy on i5 at all. They're not going to let them in. So this is going to be a really big game for these teams. You need to raise in chat whether you want i5 or SK to come out on top overall, but you've got to be rooting for Cloud9 as well because you want to see your boys finish first, Drybear.
You do, and now honestly, it's hard. SK's fate is now in the hands of i5 and how they perform going forward here. We're going to cut to a brief break. We'll be right back with the next match of the roundup. i5 will on center stage and see if they can make it into the grand finals. If they do, it's all set for them, and SK is knocked out. Stick around. We'll be right back.